And welcome to Benchmonster TV.
I'm Ashley Lynn Condre.
And I am Douglas McCrae.
Well, okay, I'm Princess Fiona then.
I'm actually Ryan Benchmonster Kennelly.
Okay.
And I can't breathe in this thing.
I know.
It's horrible.
I know. It needs to have a few holes in there.
It's killing me. I'm having a panic attack. Okay. Hold on a second. Oh! I wish I was Fiona.
That's probably more comfortable than what you were wearing.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Halloween. We're super Are you okay?
I was having a panic attack in there.
I kind of
I feel like I was wearing a real mask.
I can hear you breathing.
It's like breathing in a brown paper bag. Crazy shit. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Happy Halloween. It's early. It'll be Saturday.
Saturday.
Hell yeah. And what are we gonna start out with? Oh, let's just.
Gosh.
I got a little. I got some
different things. Don't we?
Well, I got some weird stuff that I find online and I find on social media, and since I'm wearing the Thug Life shirt here with this gangster cat on there, I was perusing through Facebook, and I figured we'd do some of this to till other people catch up in here, and we'll just have some fun because nobody's really in here yet. There's a couple people.
True.
So what I found was interesting. We like cats here.
Yes.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
How many cats do we have?
2.
Okay.
Babies.
I wouldn't stop here unless it was absolutely necessary, but I found some pictures of some cats that concern me. I got like 5 of them here. They're not normal cats. They're abnormal. And I don't know where you get these at, but I kind of want one. By the time I looked at
Not the ones with no hair, is it?
No, not the hairless cats. No, but they're monstrous. So let's just play this first one here. I mean, it's not a normal cat, and that's a big person. I don't know what type of breed. And this was multiple pictures. I just took like 4 of them. That's a big one, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if his name's Morris or... I was intrigued when I saw it. And then as I went to the next picture, I'm thinking, okay, that's a nice one. But I'm confused. I've never seen an animal this big. I've seen a 20-pound cat, but it was fat. These got giantism. These are taking myostatin inhibitors or something. You ever seen a cat like that? No. Okay, how about this one? I mean, come on, man. I mean, what are we feeding these sons of bitches? Do they eat little mice and rabbits? I mean, they're not eating Meow Mix. So, what's the ticket? I want to know. It's not normal, okay? Is it normal?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, let's look at another one. And this one's at the vet, it looks like, because there's shavers over here, and I think he's going to... Now, does that cat look intrigued? That son of a bitch is pissed.
He's not happy.
He or she is not a happy cat. Now, she thinks it's funny.
Yes,
But I don't know. Now I'm disturbed about the cats because they're starting to intimidate me. So the last picture here, there's more to this picture. This seems to be like a lion of some kind. And what intrigued me about this photo, I don't know if anybody notices, but up in the left-hand corner, she's got some fancy looking knives, and it looks like she went to a UPA powerlifting meet at one time, because those are kind of up here in the corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are the type of trophies we used to get at the UPA powerlifting meet, real fancy ones. So I contributed her to a powerlifter lady with a really scary cat. All these cats are scary. I'm bothered by it, but on the same hand, I kind of want one, but I don't know if I can afford to feed one. And then I know there's people out there that like dogs. And I know, yeah, and I don't want to let other people down that may like dogs. So I found a picture of some dogs, and I just thought this was the cutest little picture. I don't know why they have letters on them in numbers, but they're beautiful little animals. Aren't they just precious? I take it they're Labradors, something. What kind?
I don't know, but they're really
Golden Labs, just beautiful as can be. I thought that was nice. I saw it on Facebook, and so I used it. What else did I run into on Facebook? I ran into my San Francisco attorney, and he got me out of some trouble one time. That's my attorney from San Francisco. I was jaywalking, and he got me out of a ticket. And I can't thank him enough. I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny. Oh, I'm sorry. You never know what you're going to find on the internet these days. So I brought it to the table. Fiona.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like your costume. I wish I could wear mine. Oh, so let's get down to brass tacks here.
Okay.
What the hell did you do over the weekend?
I had a meet.
You had a meet. Where'd you have a meet?
Troutdale.
Troutdale,
Oregon.
At a gym.
Yes. O'Malley's Gym.
O'Malley's Gym. Nice gym, by the way.
Yes, it was really nice.
Oh, over 10,000, 12,000 square feet.
Huge, and he's going to get a bigger place, too.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
After
He had plenty of room, and they had 200-pound dumbbells and
everything.
Powerlifting equipment, bench press.
Like a bodybuilding section and a powerlifting
bench
section.
presses that didn't need bubble gum and duct tape to hold them together. I was impressed. There'll be more to that story later, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about your meat. That's what's most important here. Now, you gave me some videos, and all I got is a deadlift and a squat. We didn't get a bench. Doesn't really matter.
Oh, shoot, I was going to.
Nobody cares about bench. That's what Nate Brandenhorst says.
No, I don't care. Nobody cool cares about bench, that's for sure.
And drinking the Kirkland water from Costco, the high pH water, going to remove free radicals. It's going to hydrate you at a cellular level. Just plug in Costco. Hey, I got a Costco story for you.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm all over the place here. I'm excited. I'm excited about Halloween. I get a little festive. So I go to Costco. And I always go to Costco. And I know you're supposed to wear a mask. You know, got to wear a mask, right? So I meander up there, and this gentleman, I'm holding my mask in my hand. And this gentleman says, "Do you have a mask?" And I go, "Yeah, but what if I don't want to wear it?" Well, he goes, "I can't let you in." I said, "Well, what if I come in anyway?" And he says, "Well, we're going to call the cops on you." And I go, "Oh, really? And then what? If you don't leave, we're going to call the cops on you." I was a little butthurt about it. So I walked in and I took my mask off and nobody said nothing. No cops came. He threatened me. Some places do that. I love Costco. I go there on a weekly basis. But I got to push people's buttons once in a while because I'm done with this mask thing. I mean, hey, let me tell you something. Over the weekend at the meet, we were around a lot of people. And we did just fine. Oh, I interrupted and I sidetracked your story. I'm very sorry, Fiona.
I'm just gonna go to sleep. You do what you need to do.
Is this nose torque? Okay.
No.
Okay, so you went to O'Malley's Gym, great gym,
Yes.
and you trained very, very well for this meet.
Yeah, prep went really good.
Prep went really good.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the prep. What type of training cycle was it? I just showed up to spot half the time. We all see me spotting.
Yeah, yes, everybody loves your ass while you're spotting me.
What was the? Did you peak for this? I didn't.
Yes, yeah. I did like a month to 6 weeks of hypertrophy. Then I went into like a power phase where I was doing like a lot of fives, and then I did that for like a month to 6 weeks, and then started to peak and hit some triples, doubles, and then meet, and it just kind of went like it was just
supposed to.
Like it was supposed to.
Hey.
No injuries.
No injuries, no tweaks. Yeah.
Good. I was recovering good.
So when you showed up at the meet and you were warming up, did you feel like it was going to be that day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda, which I don't usually. So.
Okay.
That was good.
Everything felt good.
Yeah.
I was meeting and greeting and doing a lot of talking with other people, so I wasn't there. Todd handled.
Yeah, Todd was great. Good thing he was there.
Yeah, thank God Todd Beecraft was there because
it was really nice that he didn't have to judge, so he was able to.
I got caught up.
My handler when you were slacking ass.
Well, I was doing meet and greet thing, and I was talking.
So thank you, Todd, if you're watching.
I was talking to a lot of people
that appreciate you.
Talking to a lot of people that had bench shirts, and I saw a lot of phenoms there, and I was trying to help people, and I was just all over the place. People were tugging at me at both ends. I was signing autographs and kissing babies, and did you see me when I picked the little kids up?
Yes.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it's what Benchmonster does at the big shows. So anyway, let's go into some of your lifts.
Okay.
Shall we do that?
Let's do it.
Okay. Which one?
These are the same videos that played.
They're on the
media,
yeah.
But...
Well, let's watch your squat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me right there.
A PR, a long time goal. Wanted to do 350 since like 2015 or so. That's been my goal, and so I finally hit that today. on this day.
I think you can hear me say up.
Yeah, I could hear you even during.
Back, back, back.
Really good. I totally had more in the tank.
Was that a third attempt?
Yeah, that was third attempt.
Third attempt. Okay, so you probably more in the tank. Hey, save it for the Arnold. Right?
Hopefully, yeah.
Is that your next move?
Yeah, hopefully.
Great, a big show.
If everything goes to plan.
Biggest show in the world.
If they still get to have the Arnold, then
they should be able to.
I think so. I haven't heard anything that they're not.
And it is scheduled for March still.
You were the first person I've heard saying otherwise.
Somebody told me at the meet that the Arnold they were going to try to have it in June.
I never heard that.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me there.
I did not hear that rumor.
Okay, now we're moving into deadlift.
Okay.
How much are we deadlifting?
Since we missed
the bench.
I was going to send, I forgot to send you a video.
Talk about your deadlift here. This is you.
I was reading the chats, yeah. This is my opener, 402.
Good speed off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, look at that. What are you nodding your head up and down for?
Yep.
It's a confidence thing? Okay.
What was my opener? You're supposed to,
So you ended the day and you got outstanding lifter?
Oh, you didn't play the other video.
Which one?
The 413.
Some reason what you sent me, that's all I had.
All right.
Well,
there should be a another attempt, my third, because I went for it on a second attempt, and my hands were my skin was ripping, so I was having trouble holding on to it, and so it got pretty ugly on the second attempt, and so they red lighted it. It was barely locked out, and then I did it again and got it
on a third.
3 weights, yeah.
Yeah. End of the day.
3 weights, 413.
Strong.
Not an all-time PR, but close to it.
Now, it was a wild weekend. I mean, we had the meet.
It was so fun, though.
Saturday was
everything went to plan, and
yeah.
So the meet was good, and everybody was really cool, and
good people.
We got to hang out with Todd a bunch and had a lot of fun.
Met a lot of people, and then we, of course, we did an interview with Billy Jack Haynes, and then
yeah.
Sunday, I don't like to toot horns.
Did you get any pictures?
I have a restaurant that you got to remember, people. I used to work in a restaurant for 7 years. And I've cooked myself many a prime ribs. I've seasoned and slow cooked probably hundreds. And I was proud of those, and I thought they were good. Well, while we were in Portland, Todd and his brother-in-law said we need to go to Clyde's Prime Rib. And I'm thinking to myself, I haven't had prime rib in a while. Outback just seems to screw you anymore with their prime rib over here. And I said, how good is it? And they said, it's good. Now, you're talking to a prime rib connoisseur here. I eat a lot of red meat here, okay? And so I'm going to go along with it, right? And so we hit this prime rib joint, and I get myself a 16-ounce. And I have to tell you, on a scale 1 to 10, it was 10. Now, what makes it a 10 is the medium rare, the texture, the horseradish cream sauce, the garlic mash, and then the outer coating, and I don't know what, sea salt, black pepper, whatever they coated the prime rib with. Oh my God. Next time in Portland, I will be there. And I was so proud. I made a little video, and maybe this will tickle your fancy. It's a little toot and a little bit of scream and shout for Clyde's Prime Rib in Portland, Oregon, I'm sorry. And let's just play this video, man. Let this thing roll. Hey, I had to give a shout out, man. Where
Yep.
credit's
So
due.
if you're in Portland, Oregon,
Sandy Boulevard, dude.
check it out. It's
I'm a critic, man. If it ain't right, I'm gonna tell you it ain't right. And my God, that stuff. I mean, I walked out of there probably 4 pounds heavier. I mean, we had 16-ounce prime rib. Then Todd ordered some prime rib bites. Then I had some creme brulee. Got to have that for dessert. Yeah, so that was a gainer meal there, and I would get in my car and drive there right now. I mean, it's that. I mean, I can't get it out of my mind. I made that video today, and it's got me all. I can't get it out of my mind. It's like an addictive thing going on. Okay, we got to move forward. Yes. Yeah, can't talk about food all day. What else is going on in the world? Oh, Mr. Dave Hoff.
Yes.
Kicked some major ass again.
Congratulations to Dave Hoff on an amazing performance.
It just seems like Dave Hoff's the Mike Tyson of three-lift powerlifting. I mean, every time he goes out there, it's no question he's going to win.
Right.
That's what I think. I mean, you may think differently. But my God, I tried to tune in on the live stream, and I kind of missed one of the squats. And I'm like, well, Dave's going to bench. And I watched all three of his benches, and Dave went to a 1041, and I was impressed. Had to text him the same day and tell him he kicked ass. So let's watch that go down. Like to get Dave back on the show, pick his brain on what type of training cycle he did here, when he took his last opener, and so on and so forth. That's a strong man right there. A bulldog. And I'm sure if Louis Simmons was off stage there, he would have hit the ground and probably been in a wheelchair. More than likely.
That's funny. I was totally picturing that as he walked off.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think I met his handoff guy at Westside. I think. Drex. This guy is handing Dave Hoff by himself that weight.
That's crazy.
There's no side people there. He's picking that shit up. Who is this guy? And how in the God's green earth? I mean, Dave Hoff is setting up, hands back here, and this guy is picking this shit up. I mean, I watched it. I don't think there's any side people helping there. They're spot loaders, but I don't know how the hell he does that. Paul Roch did it in the Ukraine one time.
Did he hand off by himself for you?
He handed off by himself 940, 986, 1012, and 1036. So I guess it can be done. But it's just, I'm impressed. Because usually you think you need three-man handoffs. But that's impressive, Dave. Hats off to you, and
congratulations.
Yeah,
awesome.
rocking the world, dude. It's crazy. What's next on the agenda? Oh, max effort bench. Okay. What? Little backstory on max effort bench, ladies and gentlemen. This where my crew trains at. I have 3 gym memberships in town here. And I always like to have a backup plan in case a situation that I'm about to describe to you happens. Long story short, we have a big, fancy, custom Metal Militia, Forza, spec, competition bench that was made for us. Expensive bench. Whoever made this bench, neglected to use the correct diameter pins that go in the uprights, or the correct length, or the correct tensile strength, or however the shit may be. What's happening is you're racking weights and the pins are bending. And we've bent 2 of them, and I don't know what they bent with, but the last 2 pins have sheared completely off. And it happened with 225 on somebody. One guy on our crew who had a strained left pec when he went back to rack it. Thank God Rob Gormas caught the weight. Otherwise, he probably would have been injured. And we asked the gym owner to kindly replace the bench or, do something. Ryan Kennelly, I got a meet coming up. It's not like I'm just training for fun right now, trying to go to a big show, Tiny Meekers contest, hopefully, get some big cash. Every Tuesday's important. Well, Tuesdays just seem to go by left and right, and no gym owner at PAC is making the big help here to help us out with this bench. So, as you probably saw the last week or 2 ago, we had to go to Icon Fitness. I have a Forza bench press over there. Forza bench presses have never let me down. As a matter of fact, all the gyms I've been to, from Honolulu, Hawaii to the Ukraine, I've never had a bench press let me down. And I've benched on quite a few. So when this type of situation happens, action needs to be taken immediately. I've never asked for a frickin' thing in that gym, and all I asked for was to fix the bench. So I think the gym owner decided to fix it by putting more of the same pins in that upright that have been shearing off, which is a liability to me and my athletes, because anytime you go to rack weight and those pins decide to shear off and you instinctively try to catch it or something, you rip a labrum, you tear a shoulder. But what the fun part about it is, which I didn't even think, is when you sign up to work out at this gym, you sign a liability waiver that he's not responsible for any injuries that you acquire in that gym. So he can give two shits less whether your labrum tears or not. I just thought about that the other day. Pisses me off even more. So nobody on my crew really wants to go to the other gym because there's an issue with where they work out because they want to be loyal to this particular gym, and I understand that. But I can't bench on a bench that's going to have pins shearing off of it at 225. So I show up at the gym Tuesday, which was basically a deload day this week because of 3 weeks over 900 and 1,000 pounds. So I was going to deload, but I happened to get a Bench Daddy shirt in the mail. And when I get a new toy, it's real hard not to play with the toy. So I show up at the gym an hour early, and what I did was I took these enormous pins out of Elite FTS bench that's next to us, which is an inch lower to the ground and a piece of crap. I would never bench on it if my life depended on it. And so I take the pins out of there, and then I have to unscrew the worthless pins that are in this bench that we bench on. And so these pins go in halfway. They don't go all the way through. The holes in the uprights only go halfway through. So basically they just sit in there. And by doing that, when you would rack weight, obviously, the pin is going to jitter out. So what you see me do here first is, well, what you see is what you get, and this is the best I can do. Now, this max effort bench exercise workout here, there wasn't too much to it. I just wanted to get up to 1,000 something, see what the Bench Daddy 4-ply could do, and it didn't do much, as you'll see. But what else did we do in this workout? You weren't there, Fiona. 200 dumbbell inclines for a few. We did some rolling dumbbells, high volume, but I thought it would be cute, entertaining, and I hope it builds character, and it teaches somebody a lesson that when I ask for something to be fixed, and I'm not just your regular Joe here, man. I do happen to be somebody. I'm not Joe Schmuckatelli from Gold's Gym asking you to change the bench. I'm the motherfucking bench monster. Sorry. So we'll play. So you got to do a little bubble gum. There you go. That might keep it stuck. And some duct tape. It's a shame that I have to bench like that. A shame. This shit should never happen again. And I just wanted to vent. Thanks for listening, everybody. So basically right here, I'm just trying to get up to 1,040 or something. And what I do here is I just do one rep at a plate because all my guys, they don't want to sit around and wait for me to get to 1,000. Everything was actually feeling good too. I really don't know if I needed to deload that day, but I was very excited to try this 4-ply shirt out. That's the Dark Side Bumblebee right there. One of 2 of my favorite slingshots. This nuclear green Atlas happens to be my absolute favorite. Got my benching shoes, but don't have a bench that I trust. Last thing I want to do is get hurt. And I just have to go at risk here. I like this setup where I do a rep, put another one on there, and hurry up and get there. 9:15. Love that slingshot. Now, it's going to be short and sweet. It took me a few attempts, and it just wasn't working with the bench daddy here. This 4-ply is just, I don't know. I know what everybody's going to say. Put 1,500 on there, but I thought this would come down to a 2-board. It's a 56. It's so freaking aggressive. It's just, it really stumped me here because I thought I was going to get it down. And it just locks up right there. So, I don't know. Did it a few times, and I was going to deload. So we go to incline, and I thought, well, I've did 200-pound dumbbells on decline, flat. Never done them on incline. Started out with a good roar, but I hit a wall. But like I said, it was a deload. But you know me, you got me in the gym, and to deload, it's hard for me to do that. My mindset's still that I'm 27 and I'm invincible. But at the end of the day, the blood is still green. Right, Fiona?
Sure.
Okay.
Say so.
So anyway, now, Miss Ashley, you competed. You're heading to the Arnold Classic. What is your game plan for the Arnold? Let's discuss that right now. I know it's March, but last I checked, I possibly have a meet in March myself, and that's not too far away.
Busy.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, there's no time to sit back and polish anybody's shoes here.
In Texas, the next.
Probably.
For yours.
Yeah, March, the first weekend of March. Any particular?
The first, yeah.
Any particular plans? Any numbers? Is it just go with the flow?
Try to beat what I did this last time.
Try to beat. Okay.
I'm gonna have somebody different. Is going to write my programming. It sounds like
somebody different is doing your programming now. Okay. Well, it worked.
Who has more experience? Like Josh was doing it, and he's going to still do it and help. But there's another guy who's like really into powerlifting.
Okay.
Who's going to kind of help, and together they're going to kind of write my stuff and help me out. So.
Okay.
I was super impressed with what he did this last time.
I was too.
I mean. Everything just went perfectly. It was like a perfect peak. Everything felt good the whole time. Like, for me, when I train myself, I train myself.
You overtrain,
and I'm always freaking hurt, and there's something always injured.
You got that mentality
that it was all balanced out, and there were no injuries. Nothing was really aching. My shoulders they haven't felt this good in so long, and so I have to imagine that's from the design of the program. Yeah, I felt so much better than I normally would when I train myself. So. And
you showed up, and I always ask people when you show up at the meet at the end of the day, did you feel you were 100% that day, or 95%, 90?
Pretty much.
Pretty much 100. Good.
I mean, those were pretty much the numbers that I knew. If everything went to plan, that was about the.
You were in the gym training Tuesday, 72 hours prior to the meet, weren't you?
No.
Monday? Wednesday. Yeah, I thought it was crazy. I thought you should be home resting. So
I squatted 100 pounds. I just went in and just did a little bit of each lift. I did 250 for a few singles on the squat. I did 150 on the bench for a couple singles, and 350 on deadlift. And I just went through, just practiced some form. Just didn't break anything down. Didn't go till just did one. Didn't even strain. Didn't even.
Good.
So
that's a smart thing to do.
Obviously, it didn't hinder me too much.
Right.
Since I hit all my goals and everything went to plan. So.
That's correct. Let's do it again then. Stick to the same program.
Yeah.
Yeah. More power to you. Hey, look forward to seeing you at the big show. Arnold's a good time. Should be a full-fledged Arnold this year. So.
Squat at 360 or something there.
Squat 360. Okay. Same body weight, 131.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Are we?
I don't know.
Because
we just had a ton of fun this weekend. There's going to be an interview coming out.
True.
Jack Hain. It'll be a little bit because there's a lot of editing and things to take care of.
A lot of editing. I've never edited 2 hours of interview, and there's a lot of things I have to cut out due to legality purposes, and But it was an intense interview, and to be honest with you, I thought it was going to be. I've never interviewed a wrestler before. I've never interviewed anybody, really. Have I? Yet.
Not without me.
And I sat down, and the first question I asked him, he hit me with a bombshell. Like, what the f? Like it got deep. Like, there'll have to be a little bit of a warning for listeners. It's not a super positive, bubbly sunshine and flowers and little bunnies running through the forest. It was intense, man. There was some real intense moments in that interview, and I think but it definitely tugged on the heartstrings because I was sitting there interviewing this man. I kind of pulled myself into his world, and I was in it with him, and it was wow. It was heavy, man. Let me tell you. So it's going to be good. I mean, not everybody's a wrestling fan. I understand that, but I've been watching wrestling since the 2nd grade. So I just and I followed Billy Jack's career in the WWF from, I believe, 85 to 87, something like that. And we talked about that. We go over a bunch of wrestling questions. Oh, we'll have to save that for later. But anyway, I see John Enzer has a new band shirt out. I saw it on Facebook. Yes, about time he got on the bandwagon. I think I'm going to have to try to contact him and see if he'll so kindly send me one. I was going to call Tiny Meeker today. Tiny, who is the manager at Enzer Advanced Designs? Is it Kathleen Brown anymore? Or is it somebody else? Let me know. I'm going to try to reach out and see if he'll send me a band shirt, because that's what I like to wear right now. You can never have too many of them bad boys. I mean, look at how many band shirts I have in my other house. Closet. 6 feet wide. 2.5 feet across. And 3 feet deep with denims and Ray Jexes.
You've given a lot away over the years.
I gave my Phenoms away. Because only reason I did that because John Enzer was going to send me some Phenoms in 2014 again. Got all excited, parted with all the stretchy material, and then I get these denim poly fibrous Rajex non-stretchy Phenoms that doesn't work for me. So, but I think this new band shirt, I really like to try it. I'm glad he's on board with that. That seems to be where things are going. Anyway, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the cursing earlier. It's upsetting to me about the gym because every workout's important. There's only 4 heavy bench workouts in my month, and I don't like to miss one unless it's a deload and I've driven myself into a ground central nervous system wise, or just pushed it too hard for too long, too many weeks in a row. But it's important to me because I strive for excellence, and I don't half-ass anything, and I expect the best. I don't expect no red carpet rolled out for me, but my God, Benchmonster just wants a competition bench to lay on. Don't ask for much, man. I don't need a monolift. I don't need what else? Shrug rack. Well, I mean, I do, but I need a bench, man. So anyway, Miss Ashley, since I am getting old and I probably have to start wearing these, which I don't like. No, I don't really want to. You can read.
Are we done with all of our stuff?
Well, I have nothing else. I went over my little piece of shit max effort bubblegum and duct tape video tonight. And we got a lot of questions to start with. I don't want to keep people waiting.
Okay.
You tell me what they say.
Let's see. I think I'm going to have to run upstairs and get my eye drops. My eyes are driving me crazy.
Eye drops.
Yeah. Jerry, cool.
Go get your eye drops. You can go get your eye drops, Fiona. Don't trip on your dress.
I was kind of afraid of that, too.
Yeah. Well, don't be afraid.
First question
don't be scared. No. I'm going to talk about Dave Hoff while you're gone.
Okay.
How long are you going to be gone?
Just a second.
A second? Just a second? Okay. 1. Gone.
What are you, like the children I work with? That's what they always do if I say, give me a second. Okay, 1. How immature.
Are they kindergartners or first grade?
All of them.
All of them. Okay, well, I guess, I'm a child of heart, yeah.
Apparently.
Hey, every day's a Saturday. That's how I live. What I wanted to talk about, I tried to post some of Dave Hoff's workout videos, and one thing I admire about Dave Hoff, and I've watched he posted some from October 14th on Facebook, and not to mention his bench technique. Where he takes the bar, he brings the bar down. I mean, he pushes that bar in a straight line, and you can learn a lot from watching other people. And he's just got an impressive bench press style where he brings the bar. When he comes off of his upper abdomen there, he doesn't push the bar back over his face. He pushes it up, and I know he's spreading the bar. He's got great bench press technique, and to see him go from 1014 now to 1041 or 40, whatever it was, it wouldn't surprise me if he encroaches 1075 and then 1100. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And it's kind of like Scott Mendelson, too. You know, I watch a lot of Scott Mendelson videos, and I wanted to take an excerpt from one of his videos because there's some technical cues that these guys talk about, and I've probably said this before, but Mendelson speaks highly of pinching the shoulders and rolling them down and benching, you know, in a bench shirt, obviously. You don't bench that way raw, but, you know, shortening the stroke of the bench and pushing the bar in a straight line. I don't know if Mendelson pushes too much in a straight line like Dave Hoff, but the more I watch somebody like Dave Hoff himself, then I visualize that when I'm in the gym. Because a lot of times when I hit the ammonia, lay down, you know, my mind's going this way, one way, the other, and I get a little excited, and sometimes I miss one of those cues. And bring the bar down, and sometimes the first action is the front delts, which it shouldn't be. It's arms. It should be push the bar apart. But a lot of times, you know, the front delts may load up, and so that's the first muscle that you want to fire with, and then that's where you're in trouble when you start to push back, and then you twist out your arms. So, I mean, maybe I need to slow it down a little bit on the descent. I noticed that he does that in training. He does it on the platform. So it's, you know, not saying I'm still learning, but I watch. And if, you know, there's something I need to tweak in my training or in my setup, my descent, and it's something I admire. And, you know, I watch anybody, man. And if I see something that they're doing, I definitely, and it's something on my videos that I post and watch over and over again, it's something maybe that I need to correct. All right, eye drops, you're back. It was a little longer than a second, but...
No, the cat's up there lonely.
The cats are lonely.
Chasing my dress.
Well, the cats are supposed to wear their Halloween costume too, but they didn't.
I know. Well, Frankie is wearing her Halloween dress.
Okay.
She's been festive.
What are we going to read?
Okay. Jerry Cool would love for you guys to get Big Mendy on for 4 hours and would love to hear his impressions of Dave Hoff and hear some old day stories.
I'll have to ask Mr. Mendelson again, but he told me on the phone that this is how it was going to be. This was a month ago. I have to fly down, train with him, do his podcast, and then he's going to fly up here. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
I doubt it.
I don't want him here in this town. I can't show him a good time. What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Go to Outback.
To take him to our gym and let him rack 1,000 and rip his labrum off on some shearing pins? Shit. I'll probably go down there though. I think we got some airline credits actually, and I'm bored. And I'm bored. I get bored here sometimes. You know, it's when I get maybe this is the time when I'm flustered. Need to board a plane, go down and show Mindy a little bit about band shirts, and he can show me a little bit about whatever he teaches, and then we can get some arguments, and it'll be fun. It'll be great video content.
Yes.
But I would like to get him on here, and
That would be cool.
and what would be perfect to have him, myself, and Hoff, or him, myself, and Meeker, and try that trifecta sometime.
That'd be cool too.
Oh, it'd be cool. It'd be a comedic show. Okay.
1 rep max. Hey, so I got the green light from the doctor to start training, and I'm back to work on Monday. So I'm gonna start training with Scott again. By the way, any news from Paul?
Paul Roch. Paul Roch, and I don't know if I've filled everybody in. He has a form of blood cancer. He's back home now, and he's starting a few rounds of chemotherapy. So he's busy with that right now. He's not working, I believe, and I think he's just going through those motions right now. And I haven't heard anything else. That was a week or two ago that I heard he was back from Seattle, and he's got to start a few sessions of chemotherapy. And chemo's pretty rough because it really sucks the life out of you, I believe. I was talking to a doctor today, and she has breast cancer, and they're giving her an oral form of chemotherapy. So I've never heard of that. But, yeah, all kinds of... cancer's a son of a bitch, man. Isn't it inevitable that as human beings, we eventually... That's the way we go, right? I guess. Somebody told me that. I heard that. Yeah, it's sad. But we live next to a nuclear reactor, so that's what I blame. For my strength. Yeah, I drink the water. Okay, 1 rep max is really posting here.
Those cats are eating Fancy Feast. That's the brand you gotta go for. Nah, but seriously, it's Photoshop. The nurse, for example, her hand was huge, and just that one hand that was on the cat.
I gotta look at...
I wondered if, I'm
Photoshop?
Sure
Why would somebody do that? Yeah, that's shitty. I thought they were real myostatin inhibiting, YK11 taking moose cows. I just want, because they don't eat meow mix. You got to feed them rats and rabbits and little children.
They're
Okay,
eating
next.
little animals.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Marco Smith. They are a mixed breed of cat with a wild bobcat. I believe they are called Maine something.
See, they're real. Photoshopped or real. That's interesting. Yeah. I want one. I just don't know if I can afford to feed it. I know somebody that has a big dog and it eats like 8 pounds of food a day. You wanna rack that bill up for you? That's worse than a little kid.
Right.
8 pounds of food. Oh, Big Rob. He's got that hybrid German Shepherd and that short thing with razor blade with fur coat. What I forget it. Yeah, it's crazy. But he eats 8 pounds and eats like red meat and everything.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Howard Weingarten. The cats are lynx of some sort, and yes, they eat whatever they want.
So they probably eat, like when you're cooking raw chicken, you just throw them a hunk of chicken breast.
Maybe.
Some steak.
Sure.
Got some fish guts. Just throw them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I knew something was going on.
Tiny Meeker. Gangster Ryan.
Thank you.
Todd Beecraft. I think Ashley thought she was coming to Portland to do a bodybuilding show. She was ripped and vascular and also very strong. Thank you, Todd.
Yeah, very lean.
Thank you very much.
That's what happens when you eat yogurt and granola bars.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I don't eat Big Macs and...
I haven't had a Big Mac.
And Reese's and
Baconators. Wendy's. And then we only had them once.
Yeah, and Reese's, and there's half-baked ice cream up there I just saw a little bit ago.
Yeah. Hey, and Halloween candy. I'm trying to prep for the children to make sure that the Reese's peanut butter cups are servable.
But you ate them all.
I know, I got to get more. Keep going. I love peanut butter cups.
I've been doing heavy boarded close grip work with bands and chains for rep work after max effort like you suggested a few weeks ago, and my lockout feels much better with straight weight now. Thank you.
You're welcome, Hybrid.
Cody Plum. What up, Benchmonster family? Hi, Cody. How did your meet go?
It went good.
This weekend?
He went 500 and some bench. I saw it.
Nice.
Yeah, smoked it.
Nice.
Miles Parker, thank you for the super chat.
Yes, thank you very much.
Wow.
Very, very awesome. Very generous. Tiny Meeker, yum.
Yeah, he saw the prime rib.
The Clyde's prime rib restaurant. Ooh.
Yeah, I'd take some more of that right now. Mm.
Me too. Some of those steak
Well, they didn't have a bigger than a 16 ounce though. They had 12, 16. Do they have a 20?
Oh.
I would have went 24. Shit. No problem. I ate all the fat and everything. I didn't leave anything.
Steak bites. So
yeah.
I got 24 ounces worth.
Oh, dude, get down.
Cody Plum. I survived the ER death trap.
Oh my God, that's a low bench, man. Good for you, son. I don't know how you arch on that thing. It's so low to the ground. It's crazy.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't like those.
Hey, Thug Life.
Shrug Life.
Shrug Life. Got it.
Shrug Life and Shrug Life. One rep Matt.
Max.
One rep Mex. Dude, Dave Hoff killed it. Met him at a bench seminar with Mindy in 2014. Fucking love this guy. Or the guy. Yeah, he's super cool.
He's super cool.
We've met him once or twice. We got to hang out with him
for 6
when
hours.
we went to the Arnold for 2 days in a row for hours upon hours.
Yeah, at the breakfast joint.
And then
we
had him on the show before and gotten to interview him.
We'll have him on again.
Super cool guy. Yes, we would love to.
I don't mean to interrupt, but having a guest next week might be a little rough because it's 2 days post-election. So I don't know if everybody's going to be shooting their AR-15s at people or what's going on in the world. So it's going to be a little weird next week probably. But we got a lot of people. Soren Sorensen, we got Bill Gillespie. I'd like to get Jamie Harris on here, Tony Carlino. I mean, we got a list of people to come on here and talk. So just to name a few. I mean, actually Wes McCormick too, from Westside. When he gets back from Ireland, he's over in Ireland right now, and he'll be back on the 20th or something. So we'll get him on here. I'm sure he's got some war stories to tell, some training tips, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Loeffler.
Stuff coming up. Finally got a few crew Tuesday night, so I took 800 for a fast triple and reverse bands. Watch out, a big number is coming soon. Thanks for all the advice you have given me.
Hey, Paul, I saw you mentioning the Viper reverse band press earlier today on Facebook. And it got me excited because I've been having some tremendous success with that green Viper myself. I think I need a tighter one, though. I was going to contact Alec and see if I can't get a more snugger shirt. I've moved up in weight, which is good. But the one I particularly have, 950 to 75, touches pretty easily. And I need something up in the 1,000-pound range, so I got to contact him. I got to contact Rob Farrell. I got to contact Inzer. And I got a list of things to do. Love those shirts, man.
Can you put
the pin in the top?
On the top?
Yeah, that was a option to put it on top. Problem is it's the same scenario. Well, it probably would go in a little deeper on the top. We just stuck it in the same hole, and it would have probably, as you rack the weight on that, they were bouncing out. I took the duct tape and bubble gum off because that was just an FU to somebody, and but we just shoved the pins in there. And then every time somebody racked it, we had to push them back in. It's just a nightmare, man. It's in it. Maybe we'll try it on the top. I'm sure it won't be fixed on Tuesday of this week, so more than likely we'll try something different. But I tell you what, man, I get hurt, and somebody's going to be spitting out their own teeth. I'll tell you that. I didn't say that out loud, did I? I don't got time to be hurt.
Billy Bats, were you still taking the good old Kennelly shakes during this time period?
This time period? No, I'm basically just, a variation. I do fat-free milk, because it's like water. I do the Costco whey protein, 2 scoops. And I do the Costco egg whites because Mendelson said I need to drink 4 of those a day, which is kind of hard. So I basically do a carton a day. And, excuse me. And I cut out the yolks, but we haven't been buying any eggs really to make them. So I need a high calorie shake, to be honest with you. These are great for just like meal replacements, but I need something with calories because my body weight, if I don't turn on the calories any, I mean, I could be 312 tomorrow and then miss a few meals, and then the next day 306, and I just like to make sure it stays somewhere, and I'm just not doing what it takes to keep that body weight up. What was I today? 310 something? I was pretty heavy when I went to your contest, but when you're at a meet all day and you're just eating granola bars and water, my body tends to go ching, 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 back down to 302. So you gotta eat to stay big, and you gotta eat every few hours. And that's what I need to do. Quality food this time. It won't be Big Macs and it won't be deep dish pizzas all the time.
You're a douchebag.
You're a douchebag.
What a freaking douche.
Keep reading. Cody
Are you done with your douchery? My word.
Douchery?
Yeah.
Nice word. Hey.
Yeah, just for you.
Next question, please.
Where was I at?
Cody Plum.
Cody Plum, that fucking bench did that to me, that BS to me at the Bench of the Gods meet. I'll send you the video. The left post slammed down while I was setting up.
Good to know. Really, Mr. Cody Plum? I would definitely like to see that. So, did a pin shear off at the meet? That would be 5 pins that have sheared off now. What a dangerous setup. What a liability. What a joke. I would like to see that video because that just adds fuel to my fire. Leave the pin in and put another on the top. Oh, well, Tiny, we don't have 4 pins. I only have 2 pins from the bench next to us. We don't have any other pins that I think. I'll have to look. That might help it a little bit more. Yeah, I'll try. That'll be next Tuesday. Jerry Cool.
I just got an older bench daddy's triple ply. No idea what I'm going to be able to do, but what I have heard, the 4 ply is damn near impossible to do anything with. The aggression is nuts.
Well, Jerry Cool, I have a 4 ply 56, and as you saw in the video, 1,035, I think it was, came down about 2 inches and just stopped. I mean, I wasn't even squeezing. I mean, it was just like, that's the, 3 inches. I mean, it just locked the shit up. So, and I'm confused, flustered, because I thought I would get it further down. I know we posted a video a week or two with Bill Gillespie doing 1107 in his 4-ply, and that weight comes right down. I'll put 1100 on it next time, and we'll do the same video, but I had the same problem with the 52 triple. You know, and that was back in June when I had that. I couldn't get anything down. I could only go to 900 at the time. Like 900 was all we could do, but it did the same thing. It just locked up. Like, I don't know if I'm wearing it wrong or what I'm doing, but it is very aggressive.
Billy.
Am I boring you?
Do you want an honest answer, or do you want me the fake fun answer?
Honest
no,
answer.
No, you never bore me. Oh,
Good.
The honest answer? Kind of.
I bore you? Well, you're just...
Not always, but right then, kind of. I hear all this stuff all the time. So, yeah.
I don't talk to you about it during the day. It just happens on Thursday night.
Yeah, but just out and about, I hear you.
Yeah.
You're a douchebag.
You get under my skin. So
get under my skin.
Next question, please.
One scoop. Oh, Billy Bats.
Okay, this is a good one.
1 scoop creatine, 2 scoops glutamine, 3 scoops of muscle milk with a couple eggs blended with water and ice. Kennelly shake.
Yeah, I used 2% milk at the time when I originally made it, and whole milk too. So, hey, Todd Beecraft, send us a super chat. Thank you.
Thanks, Todd.
He has a Halloween question.
Thoughts on Dayton Leroy Rogers pickup site?
My thoughts on the Dayton Leroy Rogers pickup site. Many of you don't know, Dayton Leroy Rogers was he picked up prostitute. See if I get this right. This is just kind of what I've gathered. He 85 to 87, somewhere in there. He picked up prostitutes at this. It's now an IHOP. It was we ate there. It used to be a Bob's Big Boy, and he would peruse the Bob's Big Boy here, and he would pick up prostitutes, and he had a foot fetish, and he would go take them somewhere and cut their feet, and he would get all amped up when he smelled the blood, and I guess eventually he was chopping off feet and killing people, and he was a crazy SOB. To actually stand right where that occurred a long time ago. I mean, a lot of people, and we took some pictures there too. Todd has them. So who has them?
I have some too.
You have them too. Well, we should post those.
Yeah, we should.
Pretty interesting. You know, a side thing that I like to do is go to YouTube and watch serial killer documentaries. Jeffrey Dahmer, Richard Kuklinski, who, by the way, Richard Kuklinski, Billy Jack Haynes had an interaction with Richard Kuklinski with Bam Bam Bigelow in 1984, which we will cover in the interview, which is kind of cool. And Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, these type of things you don't see every day. They're kind of intriguing. But this guy here was a psychopath, which he led like a dual lifestyle. Like he was married and kept what he did, kind of like the Spokane prostitute rapist killer guy. But it was intense, man. Todd brought in the book and gave us a crash course on who he was, when he was, and the knife he used, and it's crazy. And he looks like a guy that you wouldn't think that would do something like that. It's like the same guy would check out with you in the line of Walmart right behind you. And there's crazy mother effers out there, man. You just don't know who's chopping up people in their basement anymore. But that was pretty intense to be at the actual hunting grounds of a serial killer, a serial. I'm assuming rapist, torturist, murderer, and he's locked up forever. Is he dead? I can't remember. Did you get him? Still in there? Don't know.
God, I can't remember.
But my thoughts on the pickup site was pretty cool. Very nostalgic. I mean, I'm not glorifying what he did, but you know, it's kind of like the Green River Killer. You know, Gary Ridgway. That was a big guy up in here in Washington State, and I guess Portland, Oregon has their share of serial weirdos, and that was intriguing. It was different, and how he picked up the prostitutes there and where he took them, and boom, crazy people out there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah,
it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of crazy psychos, and he was one of them. Sounds like he was like Oregon's most notorious.
And I believe when I got home, I was supposed to go on YouTube and see if they had a little documentary on him, because I definitely like to see a little bit more about him and get a little more finer detail on what drove him to this. I mean, it's one thing to pick up a prostitute and like cut their feet a little bit and get off on it. I guess that's your thing.
It's weird.
But when you start chopping their feet off, it turns into something else. Well, it's all wrong
I
anyway.
was gonna
But
say, I mean,
yeah, it gets really twisted. But Jeffrey Dahmer was the same way. You know, he picked up people, knocked them out, whatever. And then all of a sudden he started taking them apart and putting one leg from one guy and another, and then taking pictures. It gets seriously demented. The brain is not normal sometimes, and it goes cuckoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, schematically. Okay. Come on, lady.
Howard Weingarten, I may be wrong, but tried to get the right pins and heat them up to red hot and then drop them in a quart of motor oil, and that should last a while.
Huh. Well, yes, that could be an option. We had somebody on the team actually take him to a machinist to see if they could make them bigger diameter, harder steel, and I guess they came back and said it's going to be $800. So we're really in a effed up spot with this bench, and we should just hack it up and turn it into a coat rack. Make a nice one. Get a Forza. Never let me down. I sent 99% of my bench press records on Forza benches. One on a Metal Militia spec bench. So, enough said. Cody Plum.
Do you take any time off after a meet? Since I'm benching such a little amount, I'm just going to keep it rolling.
How about you? You were in the gym tonight squatting 315. Yeah.
I think he's asking you.
Oh, after
I don't really take much time. I mean,
I do. I
take like a day off and then I go back.
I go in the week after a meet. I go in and I just do moderate weight, 5 sets of 5, go through the motions, and like I said, 9 times out of 10, the weekend after a contest, I have nothing. So basically, I just come in, and it's 99% of the time it's been a deload. The only time it hasn't been is when I went to Houston in July 2002 and tried to get Anthony Clark's all-time bench record down there, and took a 755, got that, missed 2 attempts at 800, flew home, and Gus called me and said, come to my meet next week. And the first thing I said to Gus is, I said, a weekend after a meet, I've got nothing. I'm shit. I ain't coming. And he goes, you need to come. I'll call your weights for you. Told the story at the meet multiple times, and showed up and actually had a good meet. So, but I like to take it off and just reset everything per se. So. And usually in my case, testosterone levels are probably somewhat changing, so that's a whole different story within itself. But I go 5x5s on everything. Come in bench, no shirt, no nothing. Just go up to a 5x5. Speed work 40%, and then biceps back. Probably no squat or deadlift, and that's what I would do. And then the training cycle starts over again for the next meet. Kind of reminds me of back in the day when I was doing 7 meets a year. There was that, because I needed that week, and then a regroup, and it was go to the next one. So, Castle Gray Skull Power, yeah, I like that. It's actually from the movie The Town. Douglas McRae wears it. Ben Affleck. You guys haven't seen The Town? You watch it, and they go in to rob a bank, and they go in with AR-15s. Got one right here. And they hold up, and it's a good flick. And one thing good about the movie The Town is Ted Arcidi's in that movie. I've said it before. He plays the prison guard when he doesn't strip search, pats down Douglas McRae's dad when he goes and visits him in prison. That is Ted Arcidi, professional wrestler, first man to bench 700 pounds in 1985, Ted Arcidi. Definitely would love to have him on the show. Yeah, I idolize him. He's been in multiple movies. Good for him.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Tiny Meeker.
Strong prayers for Paul. Cancer.
Thank you, Tiny.
Yes, definitely. Definitely keeping Paul in our prayers and thinking about him a lot. Cancer is bullshit.
Alex Estrada.
Ryan, did you see the video of Julius Maddox doing 10 sets of 5 reps with 500 pounds with a pause on all reps?
Yeah, he was training with Matt Winning, which is kind of cool. Matt's showing him a few tricks or two, and if Julius Maddox learning from other people, I mean 800. I think he's going to do 800 then 820. I don't think he's going to stop there. He's going to put a little icing on the cake. Yeah, and then more than likely, who knows? I mean, if he doesn't decide to venture off into something else that's lucrative and pays more, I would stick around and bench if there's money in it. I heard he was going to get 6 figures, and he's worth it. An 800-pound raw bench, never in my lifetime. For years, it was 700 raw. Then Spoto came along, made 722. Okay, and then what happened? Julius, boom, 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 boom. I 7-7 at the Arnold. I stood right there. I'm on ESPN, right behind him. I watched it. I don't know why he didn't go for 800 there. The way 770 went up, man, I go, where's he at? Is he putting down 800? It was there. I'd never seen.
His third attempt, wasn't it?
Dude, he's Julius Maddox. He can take a fourth. Yeah, and it can count. Trust me. Okay, Fiona, you need to read. I didn't send you up for eye drops to lay back and yawn and go to bed.
I'm tired, man.
Well, wake up.
Long week. Back to school, long days.
Oh,
give me a
that's
break.
rude. You're yawning in the fans' ears. That's just disrespectful. We'll let it pass.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please forgive Fiona here. She knows not what she does.
Alex Estrada, Ryan, I already read that.
Yeah.
Jason Gillen's Power Gym. Do you want any of the 3 phenoms back you gave me for Tiny's meet?
No, sir. More than likely, those shirts I wore once, and then I pass them down to a bigger person so that they can wear them.
Todd Beecraft, you would have to be strong just to be able to empty those cats' litter boxes.
That is true. Those cats take big poops. Ed Cohn, just call him. Yeah, Jason, I got Ed Cohn's information. He's on the list. I want to catch him when he's not busy. He travels a lot, does a lot of seminars. I want to catch him at home when he's free and he's got some time, and then we'll set that up. That will be one intense interview with Mr. Ed Cohn.
Yeah.
I haven't spoke to Ed Cohn since that contest with me and Mike Wolf and Brandon Berg were all in. And, Ed Cohn was there, and I spoke to him. That was a long time ago. 2005?
Interview him for the show. Yeah. That's the big goal, getting him on here.
Cody Plum.
I got 518 on my opener. I hit 529 on my third, but it got turned down because they claim my ass came up a couple centimeters. Yeah. I'm used to my Forza.
That's right.
Those ER benches are way low.
Exactly right, man. You lay low, you can't arch, and any little bump the pad is on. It's like a 2x4 wrapped with cow leather. So they're going to see every freaking flash you got. And when you're that low on the ground, man, it's rough. I'm sorry, brother.
Just come down. No. Use both holes.
With Gorilla Tape.
And Gorilla Tape.
Yeah, what we need to do, Tiny, is just wrap it around. And everybody's going to have to be committed to number 6 handoff height, with it, which is my height. So the little shorter arm guys are going to have to go over and bench over here on the ER rack, whatever it is, where the pins are out, and then we have to start like 4 inches from your chin. So somebody has to do a deadlift to get it to them. But if you look at it, it affects everybody. It affects what we do. It affects the bench next to us. But no, like I said, nobody cares. Just keep going. Priorities.
Just come down to Texas and train on a real bench. Problem solved.
Yeah, might have to. I got to get somebody said a Bulldog bar is not available through Westside anymore. Where am I going to get a bar to mimic what Tiny Meeker is going to use? I need to buy a bar, and I can't find a 1 1/8 inch diameter bar that we're going to be using. We have a squat bar at the gym, but I don't know if it's the same. I want to bench with the same freaking bar that I'm going to be using in the same freaking meet. That's how I do things. And I don't know. I haven't called Westside, but somebody just told me recently that Bulldog bars are not in stock or something. So I need a bar ASAP. Alex Estrada.
Ryan, I had the same problem with a bench once. So I went to a junkyard and picked up a couple of VW push rods.
Well, Alex, I mean, that's a great idea, but my God, the bench monster. Please, gym owner, take notice, man. Fix it. Make it good. That's your job.
I sent you the Bench of the Gods video. You can see it drop, and it was loud as hell.
Cool. I'll probably use that because I'm going to post this online with the bubble gum and duct tape and It's going to be a nice setup.
No, don't post it.
Oh, I want to drive the knife in. I want to drive. Some people need to learn a lesson sometimes. Are you going to drink all my water?
I'm thirsty.
You're welcome. Jesus.
I get parched if I'm reading all the questions.
I know, you talk so much. Next question, please. Todd Beecraft is up.
I wish we would have recorded you telling Billy Jack the Mark Henry story. It was intense with the two of you going through it.
Oh, yeah. I was in full character. I wanted Billy Jack Haynes to get the full experience. And I didn't ad-lib the mother effer word either. And I said it in front of Todd's mom, which I regret. Todd's mom was there. She's 80 years old. But I went in full character like I was right at the Arnold 2007. And I pretended Billy Jack was Mark Henry. And I got right up the same way I got up on Mark Henry. And I told the story. And it was good. Billy Jack laughed. But, yeah. That was a fun time.
That was really cool. Definitely.
We should have filmed it, though. Because I was in full character. It was just like
we did film it.
We didn't film that incident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did we miss that part?
That was before we actually filmed.
Oh.
Yeah. We just.
I wish we would record. Yeah.
I think we were still eating
Why
dinner.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
And I wanted to.
You were interviewing him, and that was a you story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I wanted him to have the full effect of what was going on.
I get what you're saying.
And Billy had some interactions with Mark Henry himself, and what he said was pretty funny too. And Mark Henry's just an ass.
That's what it sounds like. Which I saw. There's like a Mark Henry.
This guy's an ass, dude. He's just a piece of shit.
Down there it says from Mark Henry. It's me again. I've been doing the mofo press and rolling motherfuckers for triceps. I still can't bench as much as you, Ryan. Why is this?
Well, because you're not the world's strongest man. You may be able to pick up 900, and that's pretty cool, but you got a 400-pound frame and a 2-ounce jaw. So, and you run it. So, hope to see you at the Arnold, big man. So I know I'll be up in weight, and I'm going to come up and tap you on the shoulder and say, do you remember me? I'll probably have to grow the goatee back. Did I have chops in 07?
Probably.
I have to go back. Yeah, I think I had chops. Have to grow those chops back.
Party already answered this during the prime rib segment, but what did you do for a living in your early days before you were a somebody to be able to afford the lifestyle?
Yeah, I live a lavish lifestyle now, but back then, hey, I bought a car during COVID. Most people sat down and hunkered in their homes. I'm out buying shit. Yeah, whatever. Well, I started out working in a restaurant, and I was a dishwasher. And somebody called me up and says, hey, my buddy, my partner in crime, Troy, who I ran the streets with, and I'm not going to go into that story because we were known as the Road Warriors. And he said, hey, man, come in and work. I got a job for you. And I was like 16, something like that. So I started washing dishes, and that's not too hard. And so I decided to meander into the prep cook area and help them. And next thing you know, they said, hey, this guy wants to climb the ladder. So I climbed all the way up to assistant kitchen manager and ran the place until the owner stole the money and bought cocaine and who knows what else they did. And they shut it down. So that was my short-lived 7 years there. Then I went into security work, and then I said I was fed up with Washington, moved to Florida, did some construction down there, and met some really cool connections down in Florida. And then I decided to move back, and then I inherited an estate. And now I got a lot of dry land wheat I'm dealing with right now. In fact, I'm getting a chunk of money for COVID. They're going to pay the farming subsidy that I have. We're getting a COVID check. That's just free money, man. Just keep sending it. Love, U.S. Department of Agriculture.
When you came to Portland and did the exhibition lift with 500 and 600 for reps, it was also on a Forza.
Where we at?
Todd Beecraft, way down there.
Absolutely, Forza. The 700 for reps, best bench. Yeah, never had a problem. That's just the Cadillac of benches. Yeah, that's why I got one. Almost bought another one. Well, I had one. I had one free. I had one sponsored to me by Forza. I left that in a gym in Moses Lake, and then I got the heavier metal tubing one, the industrial strength one, and I got that one in another gym here, which is great to have a backup for situations like this when bench presses fall apart. It's always good to have a backup plan, ladies and gentlemen. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, and always have a backup plan.
I will let everyone know what we will use soon and how to order one. The bar we will use, looking at 2 bars.
Looking at 2 bars. Okay. I don't know where you're at in the questions here.
Down here, where I left off.
Down further?
Tiny meeker.
I see tiny.
Way down here.
Oh, you're at the bottom.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh.
Stick with me here.
Well, I'm looking up at the camera. This is
yeah,
the
you're
audience.
Not in the right spot.
Looking down here. There's nobody down here. People are up here.
Nobody wants to see your face.
Oh, they want to see my face.
Nobody wants to see your eyes.
You look at
Nobody wants
it's
to see your
respectable
face.
when you look into their eyes when you talk to somebody. Don't respect them. Look the other way, like this. Ah ha ha. Yeah. Okay. Continue on, Miss Ashley.
Okay,
Fiona.
So he will be updating everybody on what bars
Oh,
you
cool.
guys are using. Cody Plum. Sorry, Cody. Can't talk. Cody Plum, Tiny, thank you for setting up this meet. It is exactly what powerlifting needed right now. I think it will be a huge ordeal. Everyone I know is excited about it.
Hey,
Hope
fucking
you're
around.
both well. How much sleep would you say is optimal for recovery?
7, 8 hours. People argue like 8 hours is too much. You have to get optimal 7. 7, 8. Not 6, not 5, not 4. She functions on 5 hours of sleep. Tell them
Not
how.
well.
Well, I don't. You do it. You go to bed at midnight and get in. The alarm clock goes off at 4:30.
It's 6.
Okay, that's what she wants you guys to believe. She may say 6 o'clock, but her alarm. She's got 7 alarms set
Oh, whatever.
on her iPhone.
Pure exaggeration.
4:30.
Just
It goes off like a
exaggerating.
foghorn.
It does do that. That
She
part's
gets
not
up-
exaggerating.
Gets up, turns it off. What's snooze on an iPhone? 20? 20 minutes?
5?
Oh, 5 minutes. Like from 4:30 all the way to 6. They just keep going off. Because she gets up, turns the snooze off, go back to bed for 5 minutes, up. What does that do?
No, get up and go
It's
to
a
the
method to
couch.
her madness. I don't know. It works for her. She does good at meats. I got to sleep, man. I'm old, and I realized how
Sorry, I'm
important sleep
falling
was
asleep
when I
right
had
now. I'm
sleep
tired.
apnea. Well, Fiona, this is almost over, and then we can go to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. I'm really tired. It's been a long week. We've been back to school.
I know.
So like, I'm actually having to like put pants on before 8 o'clock. Like this whole school year, I don't put pants on until like 11 or noon. Cause all you have to do is look nice from like you put on a nice shirt, do your makeup, do your hair, and doesn't matter from down there because you're just on Zoom. But now I have to actually get up and go to school and be at school by a certain time and work all through the day till the end of the day. So a little harder than what I've been doing.
Tiny, who's the manager at Inzer? I need to call and order a band shirt if they'll send it to me. If they don't, it's no big deal. But I don't know if it's Kathleen. I don't know if it's Brandon. I don't know who works there. I figured Tiny, you would know that stuff because you are Inzer's right hand man. You and Hoff. Okay. I am the black sheep with Inzer still, but I think he loves me a little bit.
Okay. Last question.
I'm excited.
Here by One Rep Max. LOL, I guess I'm fucked on the sleep. Mr. Elite Entertainment, I only get 3 to 4 hours a day on a regular schedule, haha. But then again, this is probably why I am weak as shit.
Yeah, you're not getting REM sleep, recovery sleep. That's like a nap, if that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's burning candle at both ends, Mr. One Rep Max. I mean, man, that's like going to bed at midnight and getting up at 4. Oh, how do you do it? Like your poor body is just burning. Yeah, I mean. You got to make time for yourself, man, and get adequate sleep one way or another. I know you probably work 2 jobs and maybe you have a family and this, that going on, but man, you got to hit that pillow, man. And I'm not saying hop down and you start getting 8 hours, but if you can stretch it an hour here, an hour there, and eventually to 6 or 7 would be very beneficial in what you're doing, especially if you're trying to lift and do all that. So
Right.
sleep is very important.
Also, Ryan, do you do any online training? If so, how much is it?
Yes, I do, and I only handle 10 clients at a time, and it's a lot for me. So basically, there's like a waiting list. I hate to say because everybody signs up for a 10 to 12 week program, then sometimes they extend and continue, and it's just everybody has special strengths and weaknesses, and it doesn't stress me out, but I just it just consumes. Because I want to. If somebody's going to give me a few bucks, and I'm not looking for Scott Mendelson money here, $1,000 just to talk to me on the phone or whatever somebody told me one time. I'm very easy to work with, but I demand a lot of a change of lifestyle, no drinking, you know, because if you want results, man, you got to put 110% in. You can't just get a program for me and then live your wild lifestyle where, oh, I only drink on the weekends. Oh, I do this and do that. You know, it's all in or all out. So, and that's the thing. And that's how you make progress. I mean, you half-ass anything, you're going to get half-ass results. So basically, if you want to email me and we can talk, I mean, I put my email up here and we can discuss something. I got people waiting, and like I said, man, I don't know how some people, when they train, they have 90 plus clients. I'm not a click, print, ship, and then talk to you on the phone and tell you how to do it. I like videos. I mean, I'm super, hate to use the word anal, but I just, can I get you some coffee, Miss Fiona?
No.
Okay. But contact me via email. Let's wrap this up. Got to go tuck in Fiona here. She's burnt out.
Do you know if the new shirt is on the website?
I don't know. I haven't been to the Inzer.net site yet, and I don't know if it's on there.
When will John Inzer release the motherfucker bench shirt?
I don't know. I was trying to find Rob Farrell's site. I was trying to find Dark Side shirts the other day, and I can't find them on their websites either. So I don't know if I got to contact them in person or whatnot, but a lot of people are getting Rob Farrell shirts in a very short amount of time, like a week. I heard somebody ordered a shirt and they had it in 4 days. So Rob Farrell is really punching them out, which is cool. And my bench daddy, I ordered one in January, got it in May, and then the second one I just got a week ago. So it took a long time. Wake up, Ashley. Ha ha ha.
You missed one.
Oh, I just read Alex Estrada.
I officially used the Rage X now in a meet. Purely because you used to wear one.
Yeah, they're good shirts.
Will do. Thanks. She needs the true love's kiss before midnight. Remember that. Haha. Good night, guys. And good job at your meet, Ashley. Thank you, One Rep Max. Appreciate it. And good one.
Well, I'm a prince.
You gotta be. Yeah, you should have dressed up as Shrek.
Shrek? Well, I was going to do that. Green with the horns.
When you get the horns.
I think Mendelsohn should be Shrek. I always said Mendelsohn could be Shrek. I want to be the Hulk. So, but... You know, we try to do what we got to do. It's Halloween, and we still don't have a pumpkin.
We have some fun.
We still don't have candy for the kids. We don't know if we're getting trick-or-treaters. I heard when trick-or-treaters come to your door, you got to use like a tong, and you can't hand them the... Hey, that's what they're saying.
We're handing out candy.
You can't with a glove. With a glove, maybe.
No.
Okay. Well,
I'll wash my hands. I'll keep sanitizer by the door, but I'm not.
Okay.
Gonna use tongs to hand out freaking candy. And I'm not going to wear gloves either.
Well, the parents might be a little weirded out. Tiny, I have not seen or heard about Inzer Banter. It's on Facebook. Everybody's talking about it. It's the new greatest thing. It's got a lot of patented things on it. Like it's got a pad bench belly. It's got neoprene in the sleeves. Looks pretty cool. Not sure what type of springy, what type of band it is, but it's the next newest toy out there.
Rob Farrell told me personally he has a week turnaround.
Awesome.
Very good customer service. I bought the Bench Daddy from a buddy. That's the only reason I have one. They are terrible service.
Well, Mike Womack's just really overloaded with those. He's a one-man show, and he's doing the best he can. He coaches high school powerlifting. He's a busy dude. Scott Mendelsohn looks like Shrek. That's what I said. He could be Shrek, and I could be the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you
go. Okay. Well... Hey, Fiona here needs to go to turn back into a what does she do in the show?
Shrek lady.
Shrek lady. Well, that means
she's a pretty lady during the day, and then at night.
So you're Shrek's girlfriend? Shrek lady? What do you mean? I don't. Who are you? I don't know any of them.
What?
Shrek.
How do you not know Shrek?
I know
dude?
Shrek, but
did you live under a rock? Yeah, he meets Princess Fiona. She looks like a beautiful woman. Then he finds out she's really at like midnight or something. She turns into a Shrek lady, just like him.
Hey.
And then she thinks that if she gets kissed by her true love, she takes true love's form, and she thinks that's the beautiful woman. But then when she kisses Shrek, she turns into...
Great movie. Hey, I'll tell you a great movie that we watched, is Death Proof. We had to come home.
Yeah, you should have had one of the pictures of our...
I do. That was the thumbnail.
Of the show? Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
the thumbnail was you in front of Pussy Wagon and me in front of Death Proof. Yeah, badass fucking picture.
Okay,
and that's the one I used. I thought it was cool. Both those cars are badass, man. And
yeah, we totally watched that.
yeah, we got a ride in them, and they're it was awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, the actual steering wheel from that car is hanging in the garage where we were. Man, it was cool. An awesome movie too. Watch it the other night. Did we finish it?
Yeah.
We got to the Pussy Wagon
Took us
part.
2 nights,
Oh yeah,
but
2 nights. It's a long
They
movie.
beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of him at the end. He just
Love
took those
that
punches.
part.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but Kurt Russell's
Definitely recommend that movie.
Death
It's pretty
Proof.
cool.
Yeah, just had to watch it, man, because
Quentin Tarantino never disappoints.
never disappoints. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next week, election week. Get out and vote. Do your thing. And with God being everything going well, next Thursday, if the world isn't on fire and rioting and everybody's taken to the streets and a revolution's occurring, AR-15s are flying and the military's taken over and there's a revolution in the air, we should be here. We should be good to go. But you never know in this country. It's just a weird time. But it'll be exciting, and we will be here. And then the week after that, we will have Todd Beecraft probably on here a little bit.
So, nice.
I think because it's his birthday the following week.
Oh, very nice.
And then the week after that, Bill Gillespie's chomping at the bit to get on here. And,
Nice.
yeah, and we'll just continue on, rolling down the road.
Sounds good.
And, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all well. Have a great week.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. As usual, we very much appreciate you.
Eat, sleep, and be kind to one another, and live each day as if it was your last. We have no clue what tomorrow will bring, so, and remember this, don't live a day sad, mad, or upset. It's a day wasted. I know it's easy to say, but that's how I live. Try to live like every day's a Saturday, man. Yeah.
We hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we look forward to... What are you doing?
I'm slapping you 5, Fiona.
I thought you were trying to hit me.
No. Have I ever hit you?
Yes.
When? Like this, when you drink the milk and I knock on your head in the middle of the day when you're chugging the milk carton? That's the only time you get knocked. Hey, don't hit me in the gut.
You're making me mess up my wig.
That's
and my
how
horns.
Houdini died. I saw it on Planes, Trains, and Automobiles today. Yeah, don't hit me in the gut. Chung Lee is weak in the gut. What movie is that from? Bloodsport? Okay, Fiona. Fiona's getting violent. I gotta go take care of her. Yeah, I'm living the thug life, and we're gonna go up and have my cats attack her.
Sure.
Yeah, gonna claw that dress, all this shit. Yeah, they love it.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Not my pretty.
God bless everybody, and we'll do it again next week.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. Bye, guys.